Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you the top 4 indicators that I use over on my TradingView charts when I'm trading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So, with that being said, let's get right to the charts. And for today's example, I will be using BTC USDT perpetual contracts on 5-minute candles over here on the Bybit exchange chart. And right now, looking at this chart, just eyeballing it, there's a couple nice moves here, whether it be this pump up or this dump down and then another pump up. One of my indicators, actually my most important indicator that I have on all my charts, could have helped me perhaps execute 3 winning trades, 2 long, 1 short, over here on Bitcoin's price action. But with that being said, the very first indicator that is on all of my charts, regardless of time frame, is going to be my Recon pivot high low. And what that will do is basically show me the higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows based on the Bitcoin price action depending on the time frame that it's trading. And so, for example, you can see over here on the 5-minute chart our higher highs. We then get a higher low, which could be an indication of bullish momentum as the price then moves back up. However, when we get this lower high, that might be a sign that the price is running out of steam and about to roll over and sell off. But as you can see, Bitcoin's price pumps and then we get another higher high, and lo and behold, Bitcoin's price sells off slightly but then pumps up even higher. And so with that being said, for my trading style, the pivot highs and lows are really just markers for me to look at possible trend continuations or trend reversals. When trading, you're typically looking for 3 types of indicators. You're looking for trend, momentum, and volatility. Those 3 indicator types are somewhat necessary when entering or exiting a trade. You want to know what direction the trend is moving. Is the momentum in your favor or shifting against you? And then, of course, as day traders, we're looking for volatility. We are basically looking for volatile moves towards the top side or towards the downside. Those type of moves allow us to get in, shoot and loot, and be on our way to the next trade. Indicator number 2 will drop down here to the bottom of the screen, and that's going to be my Recon momentum indicator. As I mentioned before, one of the 3 major indicators you're looking for is momentum. Thus, I created a momentum indicator that fits my trading style. And you can see down here at the bottom of the screen, the momentum indicator basic objective is to show me when momentum is perhaps shifting. So if I got in down here somewhere, we can see the momentum building up, and then as the momentum starts to shift away, you can see that the momentum starts to drop off. Even more relevant would be on this big move up, you can see a whole lot of green momentum towards the top side. But once this price truly starts to roll over on this candle here, we get our first red momentum column, and thus this could be a great point for entry. However, with that being said, I do not trade based on one indicator. My trading style requires at least a couple different confirmations from different indicators. Your trading style might be completely different. I guarantee you my risk tolerance is very different than your risk tolerance, so you should never try to copy my trading style or anybody's trading style. You need to come up with your own trading style. So now we have our second indicator, the momentum indicator, added to the chart. Let's take a look at our number 3 indicator, which is my Recon VWAP MA indicator. So technically, indicator number 3 includes 2 indicators, so it's indicator number 3 and number 4. And these 2 indicators, the moving average and VWAP, are the most important indicators to my trading style. Typically, as long as the price is above VWAP, which is the red and green line you see running through the chart here, if the price is above VWAP, the VWAP color will be green, and I should only really be looking for bullish trades unless I have something else to indicate otherwise. And on the flip side, as long as the VWAP is red, like you see down through this area here, I should only be looking at going short, again, unless something else is indicating maybe a shift in momentum and trend. And with that being said, what that might look like is back here where Bitcoin's price does run way up, gets overextended and away from the VWAP. And when that price finally breaks down below the yellow line, which is that 9-period moving average on this particular chart, that could be a signal that the momentum and the trend is shifting. And I can confirm that when the price breaks down below the trend indicator, the moving average, the price closes below the yellow line. And then on the momentum side, again, I get my first red column on the momentum, which means the momentum is now turning bearish. And so I could, in theory, execute a short order right here. However, I would need a profit target of a minimum of 1-to-1. And let's see, if I put my stop loss back up here around the top of these candles, that's going to be 0.5%. Now I use 10x leverage, so at the end of the day, that would end up being a 5% profit. Can I get 5% before the price runs into support, perhaps down here at VWAP? And in reality, the VWAP is 0.43% away from the close of that candle, so I might have to tighten up my stop loss to maybe say 0.3%, which would be at the top of where this price tries to rebound and gets rejected. And so then on the flip side, I could definitely get my 0.3% profit and take a short and not worry about support down here at VWAP. Now it turns out the price does sell through VWAP and I would have hit that 5% profit, but that is not how I trade. I personally would look at VWAP as possible support, so then I would have had a tighter stop loss and still made about 3% profit on the one trade, and that's 3% on one trade in about 15 minutes. Now on the flip side, same idea here with these indicators. Once Bitcoin breaks back above VWAP, it spent a very short amount of time down here, and once Bitcoin's price breaks back above VWAP, that would be a bullish indication to me. Also, the price closes above the moving average, and the moving average is starting to turn up. And if we then again look down here at the momentum indicator, we can see on the close of this candle here, we now have our first green bar of momentum, and that would be perhaps a good time to enter a trade. Again, if we entered the trade there, I would have my stop loss probably down here around the bottom of this move, so around 3% again. And eventually we do hit our profit on this long wick right here, which is just before the price rolls back over. And again, you could have gotten out, taken profit. When you see the price rolling over on the momentum indicator, we start to see the momentum shift towards the downside and we start to get a few red columns. But once the price does get back above the moving average and we get a green column, perhaps you could jump in and go long again. Not sure that's a trade I would take. However, with the price coming back down and retreating towards VWAP and bouncing, could be a good opportunity for it to go long. Obviously, hindsight, we can see it would have been a great opportunity. But I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. I just wanted to share with you the 4 indicators that are typically on all of my charts when I'm day trading. So with that being said, if you want to add any of my indicators to your charts, first of all, these indicators are currently only available to my YouTube members, so you would actually need to click on the join button. And then once you become a YouTube channel member, you'll have access to members only videos like you see over here in the playlist. And in those members only videos, there are links to the indicators that are mentioned in those videos. Once you click on those links, then that link will bring you over to the indicator on TradingView. From there, you scroll down, click on Add to Favorite Indicators, and then when you jump back over to your chart, you could go to Indicators, and then from your list of favorites, you could add that indicator to your chart. But with that in mind, TradingView does offer their default VWAP indicator. They have default moving average indicators. They may not do things like turn from red to green based on the price. You may not be able to select, in this case for the moving averages, what moving averages you want to actually apply to the chart. But TradingView does offer similar but not the same type of indicators. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you don't want to miss out on future videos, it's a good idea to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.